I'm sure you've heard the news. A tragic event in the English Channel has stunned Europe, spurring calls for urgent policy changes. The incident has brought to light the dire circumstances faced by migrants attempting to cross the Channel, often in overcrowded and unsafe vessels. 12 migrants, including children, lost their lives late Tuesday when their overcrowded boat capsized in the English Channel. This tragedy is a stark reminder of the perilous journeys undertaken by those fleeing conflict, persecution, and poverty in search of a better life. This heart-wrenching incident has once again intensified tensions between France and the UK over handling the ongoing migrant crisis. Both nations have been at odds over how to manage the influx of migrants, with each side blaming the other for the lack of effective solutions. French Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin expressed deep sorrow and pointed fingers at Britain's rigid immigration policies. He criticised the UK's approach, stating that it leaves migrants with no choice but to undertake dangerous crossings. He stressed that the UK's refusal to accept asylum seekers from other EU countries forces desperate people to risk their lives on dangerous crossings. Darmanin called for a more compassionate and coordinated response to the crisis. As of September 2024, over 21,000 people have made the perilous journey across the Channel, with many more attempting it in previous years. The numbers continue to rise, highlighting the urgent need for a comprehensive and humane migration policy, with many more attempting it in previous years. The situation in refugee camps and temporary shelters across Europe is dire, with overcrowding and inadequate resources exacerbating the plight of migrants. The International Organization for Migration estimates hundreds have died since 2018. These deaths are a tragic testament to the dangers faced by migrants and the urgent need for international cooperation to address the crisis. The UK's asylum system is overwhelmed with a backlog of tens of thousands of cases. This backlog has led to prolonged uncertainty and hardship for many migrants who are left in limbo as they await decisions on their asylum applications. France is now calling for a new migration treaty, urging the UK to accept migrants from anywhere in the EU to ease the pressure and prevent further tragedies. Such a treaty would aim to distribute the responsibility of hosting migrants more evenly across Europe. Darmanin emphasized that a cooperative approach is essential, highlighting the need for a fair and humane system to distribute migrants across Europe. He called on EU member states to work together to create a sustainable solution that respects the rights and dignity of migrants. The situation cannot continue like this, Darmanin said. He urged immediate action to prevent further loss of life and to address the root causes of migration, including conflict, poverty, and human rights abuses. It is time for Britain to open its doors to migrants who have already arrived in Europe. By doing so, the UK can help alleviate the pressure on frontline countries and contribute to a more balanced and humane migration system. The current system must end. The existing policies have proven ineffective and have only led to more suffering and loss of life. A new approach is needed, one that prioritizes the safety and well-being of migrants. Will the UK heed France's call and adopt a more humane migration policy? Only time will tell. The coming months will be crucial in determining whether Europe can come together to address this humanitarian crisis and find a solution that upholds the values of compassion and solidarity.